My name is Suzanne.
I'm Brady.
Our son Deacon was born on April the 16th. Very early that morning. He weighed 2 pounds, 13 ounces.
At 29 weeks.
Yes, so 11 weeks early. He was a very tiny little boy. Had all my normal checkups, visits, and everything was going very well. That morning, he just decided he wanted to arrive early. So they had said ultimately that my placenta had detached. So it was a very scary process, but he made it here okay. I got to see him when he was, I believe, 3 days old. When I saw him for the first time, it was a swarm of emotions that went over me. He was so tiny.
Okay.
I was very, very proud of him. And he's just a beautiful little angel. They are amazing, whether it's the doctors, the nurses, the therapists.
They go above and beyond.
We wouldn't be here,
yeah.
Deacon wouldn't be here without the help of everybody here. You have a great support team, even though I don't know many of the people who work here, but everybody is there for the same reason, to help your son or daughter just get over those milestones and get healthy and grow, and that way the ultimate goal for everybody is to take him home, and it's an amazing group of people that are here.
I'm Monique, this is my husband Jamie, this is Cooper, and this is Jocelyn. And Cooper was born 2 pounds 11 ounces, and Jocelyn was 2 pounds 6 ounces at 29 weeks. And they are 2 this month. The first week in the NICU was a huge learning curve. We wanted to learn everything we needed to do to help them, so we learned when it was okay to hold them, when we were able to change diapers.
Lots of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
And a lot of information to take in, and then developing or adapting to basically living there. Because we thought about going home but really didn't want to. So.
I am Tiffany Olson. This is Isabella. She was born at 27 weeks at 2 pounds 8 ounces. The staff was very good on letting me know it was going to be a roller coaster, that there were going to be really hard days and really good days. And I know we had to make some really tough decisions with her, and we were told we couldn't be in the room. And you kind of left to, well, we don't want to leave the hospital. You don't really want to go out into the courtyard and be in front of people when you're making such personal and really hard choices. And it'd be nice to be able to walk out, get some fresh air without having to leave the floor, because things do happen very quickly.
I'm Joe, Lockstercamp.
And I'm Gail, Lockstercamp. I had the kids when I was 32 weeks. I just turned 32 weeks. And Ben was baby A. He weighed 3 pounds, 12 and a half ounces. And Nate was baby B, and he was 2 pounds, 13 ounces. And then Emma was baby C. She was the last one, and she was exactly 3 pounds.
You know, I never actually calculated the days, but Emma was in there 5.5 weeks, and Ben was in there 8.5 weeks, and Nathan was in there 11.5 weeks. The only break time you would take is walk around the hospital or walk up to the hospitality room, and then you'd go back into the dark NICU room. It would have been so nice to have taken a breather and just go out.
My name is Cody Madsen. This is my wife Rachel and our daughter Adeline.
Adeline was born on January 24th of this year, and she ended up weighing 6 pounds 4 ounces and was born at 34 weeks gestation. We knew before we were going to have her almost that she was going to be in the NICU, at least for some amount of time. I think we had the perception, though, we'd be there maybe 3, 4, you know, maybe a week. It ended up being quite a bit longer than that. Getting out of the room was like the best thing we could do at some points.
We felt guilty if we weren't there. You know,
right.
if we were at home and we knew that our daughter was in the NICU. That was probably one of the hardest parts. You need to get a breath of fresh air every once in a while, you know, and sometimes going home felt like it was going too far away, even though we live extremely close to Bryan, but it just felt like it was too far away. Or I think like a garden area where, you know, you could just kind of go out there and just kind of get away from things for a little bit.
You know, their number one priority is to take care of your daughter or your child, but it was like they were taking care of us too.
I hope you're having a wonderful time this evening. The Bryan NICU is an ever-changing place due to medical advancements. Several decades ago, I nearly had 2 older brothers, but my mom lost her twins because they decided to enter the world 2 months earlier than planned. Today, parents have the opportunity to work with our maternal fetal specialists. Babies are born under the care of our medical staff, which includes neonatologists, maternal fetal specialists, our OBGYN physicians, family practice physicians, and not to mention our great nurses. So babies born at just 24 weeks gestation have an extraordinarily successful survival rate at Bryan. Technology advances, research advancements mean babies weighing as little as 1 pound someday are going to be somebody else's older brother or sister. Phase 1 of our campaign will enhance the family experience with the construction of our healing garden. Phase 2 will ensure that Bryan will always have the most advanced and specialized care for these tiniest of patients. I truly hope you are enjoying yourself tonight and are learning about the extraordinary care provided at Bryan Medical Center. If you haven't found your way to the wine wheel to purchase a spin yet, or spoken to a representative of Purchase Art, or maybe spoken to one of our nurses at the giving locations, I invite you to do so. And thank you again for your support.